Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And wow, the Ace of Swords, that is some absolute certainty. That is enlightenment. That is a very, very good card. See some good earth energy. A lot of court cards already coming out. Oh, I think you're going to be quite happy. Yeah, this is good energy. We're surrounded by these other people, right? So we're going to have to kind of investigate that. But first, let's pick our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is the Smith-Waite Tarot, and we're just going to kind of randomly select something from somewhere. And we're not going to look at this one, if I can get one. Put the frog on top. And that is going to remain a mystery until the very end of the reading. Hopefully it'll tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need, that this is the best here. I think we're going to be very happy. Major Arcana, we have these two, the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful energy. We have some fire, right? We've got these two fire. We don't have any water. We've got a little bit of water in the Queen of Pentacles. Right, so we have fire. We have some air right here. And we have some earth right here. Right. So we don't have the water. We need a little bit more water. I think the water's coming after. I think when we reach this success, when we realize that our fortunes are improving, that things are really going our way in a very meaningful way, I think the happiness comes after. I think that water energy comes after all of this, right? We do see the challenges with these people. A lot of people. Anytime we see multiple court cards like this, we've got 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one over here. Anytime we see a lot of court cards, it makes me feel like there's a group of people involved here. There are 3 or more people, right? In this situation, I don't know if they're coworkers, family, friends, or who exactly they are, but I feel as if they all have these demands on you. Because I feel like they're all kind of coming at you this way, and you're trying to do your thing. You've got this Ace of Swords, but it's kind of being covered up by this 10 of Wands. This very heavy, oppressive energy. It's a lot of demands, a lot of draws. Everybody wants something from you, right? And the thing that you have to understand about the court cards is that collectively, it means a lot of people. We're going to look at each one individually, because it can mean other things too, right? Both things can be true. The first thing is the Queen. Queen of Pentacles here in this position. Yes, it's part of the group that is collectively means there are a lot of people that are kind of putting these 10 wands on you, that are kind of weighing you down with responsibilities, weighing you down with draws on your energy. Everybody's asking for something, right? Very heavy responsibilities. All the weight is on you from everybody else. But the Queen of Pentacles is also a part of you, and I think that this is really where your focus is beginning to shift, right? Because this is a position, this figure here is looking at the past, appreciating the road that they took to get here. Right? Looking at that long and winding road that's behind us and thinking, everything that I endured, all the suffering, all the hardship, all the difficulties, everything that I've ever been through in my life, to bring me right here to this moment. Why am I going to let all these other people put their weight on me? Cover up my truth, cover up my Ace of Swords, my will, my enlightenment, right? You've come too far, you've done too much, you've endured too much to kind of let your energy be overpowered, right? So this is also the card then is starting to look in a different direction, thinking, I'm looking toward my future. You're looking now not just toward the past, but toward the future. You're seeing all of the difficulties that are still ahead of you. And these difficulties maybe shouldn't involve all of these people, right? We're trying to find our way. This is the Ace of Swords. This is your enlightenment. This is your path. This is your central truth, right? And this, I think, is a discovery that even in the midst of all of this weight, all of this energy that's being put on you, that you are still able to stay true to your path, to yourself, to your enlightenment, to your God, goddess, deity, higher self, higher soul, higher mind, universal, and whatever you want to call it. And I think that's what's manifesting here on the path of the serpent. But who are all these people and what are the demands that they're placing on you? Well, I think it's a mixture, right? There's older, younger. It could be family members. It could be a work thing. It could be manifesting in many different ways. It could be very general too, because this 10, there's really a disconnection here with the 10 of Wands. This is such heavy energy that we almost don't know where it's coming from. This is, well, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, this is the figure who's carrying 10 really big javelins, right, or staffs or wands. And they're just walking forward. They don't know where they're going. The head's down, can't really see where they're going. It's just a burden that they're carrying. There's almost this loss of connection with the why we're even carrying it, right? So, I think that what we're trying to do is get back to our original purpose, get back to our own truth, our own Ace of Swords here. We might have to let go of whatever this burden is. This is, we don't know. We don't know where this is coming from. You might have an idea of, the way that it's manifesting in your life specifically. But how we got to this point is rather a mystery. How we got to this much weight. The key word for the 10 of Wands is oppression, right? It's so much weight being put on us that we just feel like we can't move, right? This is what we need to get out from underneath. However we do that, wherever it originated from, however we got exactly to this point, well, maybe that's part of this reflection that the Queen of Pentacles is doing, is trying to figure out, okay, how did I let it get this bad? How did I let it get this bad? But what we're doing is we're finding our central sword. We're picking our self back up, and we're moving forward, right? Now, there's always going to be people in our lives that require things from you, that are asking things of you, right? There's always going to be responsibilities. Sometimes we have to do the things that we have to do, before we can kind of get back to what our kind of original task was, if we remember what it even was at this point, right? So up above here we have the Knight, the Prince of Wands, the air and the fire energy. I think this is part of your assertiveness. I think sometimes it comes out as kind of forceful, kind of aggressive. Who can blame you in this situation? I think this is you standing up for yourself. And I think the way it appears to others, maybe a little, whoa, why the attitude? It's kind of a tough shit situation, excuse my language, Because I think you've tried other means. You may have tried maybe this Princess of Swords kind of thing, being a little bit more gentle, being a little bit more delicate, a little bit more meek, a little bit more yielding and accepting, as you try to defend yourself, of course, against the weight of all of this responsibility, that now you're kind of communicating in a different way. You're kind of communicating just with maybe just a very harsh look, right? Don't even have to really say anything anymore. It's just kind of an energy that you have that says you're not going to take it anymore, right? That you have to focus on what is meaningful to you, on what is going to provide you the best chance for happiness, for path of the serpent stuff that we see, right? Interestingly, here we have air of fire. Here we have fire of air. So this is really a way that we're communicating our needs, our truth, our path, our will, right? We've woken up now to what we need, what our path is, where our happiness is going to originate, how it is going to come into being, and we're starting to communicate that with fire. Honestly, there's no other way to put it. We're kind of giving this fire back. All the fire that's been put on us, we're giving it back now. We are saying, I don't want it. I need to refocus my priorities. And that, of course, brings us to this. This is fire as well. This is fire of earth now. So a lot of fire here. Even though a lot of fire is kind of behind the scenes, we're starting to use the fire. We're sending it back to where it came from, but we're starting to use some of it too for our own purposes. This is the fire of spiritual vision. This is you now seeing all of the possibilities. This is your desire to have a blank canvas and some paints and some paintbrushes and to paint your picture. Well, what are you painting? Painting your best life. This is the life, this is at the end of the path of the serpent. It's the 10 of Pentacles. That is your best life. This is the picture of it. And you have now this vision. You know what you want it to look like. You're seeing the possibilities. You're seeing the blank canvas. You're ready to start painting it, living it, manifesting it. We have to get out from underneath this very oppressive energy that's coming from all quarters, right? It's shrouding our own purpose, our own spiritual will, is being kind of surrounded by the needs of others, by the demands placed on us from just life and living in the world and everything. And, in some ways, yes, it's our responsibility to pull our sword out from underneath this, And that, I think, is done with this kind of assertiveness. We have the vision. We have the appreciation for what we've been through. You've been through too much to let your sword fall underneath this energy. So we're asserting ourselves again. We may be looking at it like we're defending ourselves. The Prince of Swords here is a very defensive card. Defensive, but in kind of an unsure, unsteady way. This may be how you still feel. This is the card of your general energy. You may feel like you're still kind of having a difficult time resisting all of this fire energy, these responsibilities, this kind of these demands, all of these draws on your vital energy. We still might feel a little powerless to defend ourselves. I think this is a misperception. I think this is you not appreciating your power, not appreciating you as this solar energy, that you are this radiant sun. But see, we've got a bit of a problem here because the radiant sun, can give off all of these rays of light, can provide for everyone and everything. That's what the sun does, right? It shines 24 hours a day, giving off the same, relatively speaking, giving off the same amount of energy and light, no matter where it is in space or where the Earth is around it or any other planet. It's just radiant. It's on 24/7. It's on, right? So you're capable of that. But are we connecting that with our purpose and our source, or with the will of others? If we're going to be powered up 24/7, if we're going to be on all day, all night, are we doing it for our spiritual purpose, or are we doing it just kind of for the will of other people? Right? Are we following our source, the 10 or the ace? Because the 10, there is no purpose in it. It's so far disconnected from source. It doesn't know what's going on. So we have this potential. Let's start serving the divine purpose rather than serving just the kind of oppressive needs of the world, right? I'm not saying that you need to abandon your job or your family or leave any situation that you're in, but start living for your purpose, not for anyone else's, right? Maybe this is a family thing. Family wants you to go in a certain direction. They keep kind of trying to control you, trying to tell you what to do. Everybody needs something from you. Well, this is you maybe just once in a while, shining for yourself, taking care of your needs, putting yourself higher up that priority list, right? Because you're capable. You're capable of shining 24 hours a day. Let's just remember why we're doing this. Why are we working so hard? What are you working for? Well, for your best life, 10 of Pentacles. And this isn't just money. They look like coins, but this is whatever has value to you. It doesn't have to be money, doesn't have to be financial. What has value to, what do you value? Well, that's what we're starting to realize. That's what you're starting to appreciate. Now this is what you're working toward. And I tell you, you've got all of the universe behind you. You've got all of the momentum of the universe behind you. This is the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, faith, hope, and trust. This is the universe in this position. This is saying, hey, once you get this ball rolling, it's perpetual motion, baby. It's going to keep going. But you have to start it first, right? You have to begin. The aces, all about beginnings. You have to begin this work. Start living for your spirit. And the universe will respond to you, and we'll get to that best life. Let's look at the mystery card now. Curious about this one. I feel like you're going to be very happy, but we have to take responsibility for that. We have to stop letting this other energy, whoever these people are, we have to stop letting this happen. We have to take control. We have to take our power back and start living for our own spirit, our purpose, start thinking about our own best life. Maybe this is, generally this is a company, or this is a group of friends, or this is just the different places that we put all of our energy. Maybe they're not people exactly, but just experiences, habits, activities, the different areas of our life that we spend all of our vitality, all of our creative force and fire goes into these other areas or people or whatever, this company or this job that we have or whatever it might be. We have to see what our priorities really are. What do we really value? And let's start shining for that. Let's see what the mystery card is. Well, it is some water energy, which we needed. We needed to see more of a connection with what we're doing, more of a sense of purpose, more a sense of connection and meaning and significance. Well, we've got the 5 of Cups. Now, this is showing movement. This is showing emotional movement, right? The motion of the water. Things are changing. The emotional environment is changing. Maybe it's going from this kind of insecurity. Maybe it's going to anger. Maybe it's going to remorse. Maybe it's going to joy and happiness, right? We have to go through the kind of the emotion of separation, of getting ourselves away from this oppressive energy or these oppressive people, whatever the situation is. That might have a little 5 of Cups feeling to it when we start really getting away from this group, right? But then this 5 is going to become a 6 of cups when we start living our best life. Happiness is coming. You're going to be very happy. But we have to get away from this very oppressive situation or group of people. And that might be difficult. We have to say goodbye. See this? The 3 of Cups down here. We have to say goodbye to that which isn't serving us. That which isn't encouraging our best life, right? Encouraging us to follow our path. Something that isn't appreciating us or respecting us. We've got to say bye to that. We've got to say hello to the love that is right behind us. We say goodbye. It might be sorrowful, but we turn around and we start going in this new direction. And that's what the Queen of Pentacles was all about. Yeah. Anyway, we are going to do an extended reading. Virgo, if you want to stick around for that, click on the link in the corner. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Virgo, but for every sign. Okay? And it's a great way to support the channel, too. New readings come out every day at 6 a.m. Chicago time. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any readings. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for letting me read for you.